Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel, that is AirTech. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Let us begin with our today's video. So our today's video is going to be very important because we are going to discuss four of the such important topics which are essential for every IT individual. So if you are someone who's working in the IT industry, then this is going to be a must watch video for all of you. So without wasting any more time, let us move forward. What we will be discussing in this video is regarding the 10 plus and 15 years of experience who are getting fired. Then we will discuss about what exactly is the strategy of these companies like TCS, Infosys, and how they are going to hire four more freshers at 3.5 lakh rupees, and whether the RMG group is doing the verbal communication only and not any form of written or email communication. We will also discuss what exactly is happening at Pune, that is 2,500 employees fired or not, and then we will also discuss about what exactly is the difference between layoffs and retrenchments, and whether the company like TCS have to take permission for the retrenchment permission that is they are doing right now. Okay, without wasting any more time, let us move forward now. The first important point is regarding the 2,500 employees who are laid off at TCS. So as you all know that this is the first company, okay, this is basically the second company that is established in Pune, okay, specifically in the Hinjawadi area, which is the Sahyadri Park 2. And this you might already recognize that this is the legendary TCS train building. A lot of people called it as train building. Why? Because there are S1, S2, and S3 different campuses, different buildings for the Sahyadri Park 1. Okay. So now, as you all know, that there has been a lot of layoffs that are happening, and Pune region, the Pune offices are the worst hit because the employees are fired, okay, in bulks. The RMG group is simply calling out the employees. They're sending the notification for meetings, offline meetings with the RMGs in the office, and then straight away they are being pressurized to put down their resignation. Otherwise, they will be blacklisted from the company. People who are having 10 years, 15 years of experience, they will not be getting any kind of service certificate or experience letter. Okay, now here are some of the threads that I want to show, but before that, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel if you want the regular updates about the IT industry. We provide all the honest opinions and all the honest experiences of different employees to all of you guys. So please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Okay, now I want to show you some of the threads that are going viral on this particular platform, wherein they are discussing about punch lunch punch type of people, right? So a neighbor who works in Sahyadri Park campus told me that most of the people who are let go are punch lunch punch. What does this mean? Okay, meaning that people simply who come to office, they do their punch of the ID card, they have their lunch, they just chit chat with the people all around in the project, their co-workers, and simply again punch back while going to the office. They do not work at all at TCS. So here some people are discussing that I agree, TCS had a lot of workforce that were not doing much work. They might have seen the work done by each individual and did lay off those such. Okay. Same happened in our organization. They counted the number of PRs or MRs and commits of developers since last 2 years, and those with less count than a threshold would let go. Meaning that people who are at higher position, like senior software developers or senior testers or something like that, right? People who are doing PRs, like pull request or merge request, right? MRs, and people who are doing commits, okay? Depending on that, the layoffs were done in some of the companies, right? So here is one more pointer that that person mentioned, that is just curious, how does the number of commit work as threshold? Because I have seen people pushing 4 to 5 commits to do simple 2 3 line changes, and I've also seen people who stash 700 to 800 lines of code changes with 10 to 15 12 10 to 12 files and push them in a single commit. So this is not a metric on which basis of which they will be able to track whether the employee or the developer is efficient or not. Okay, on top of that, ideally if you're working on a piece of code, as a best practice we must commit our work EOD, end of the day, okay, to the feature branch. But that never happens, right? I know that a lot of people might be developers who are watching this video, so do let us know in the comment section what do you feel about this point. Okay, whether you follow the best practice or not while coding, right? But nevertheless, the main important topic that I want to tell you here is that if you look at the CEOs that were there at TCS, right? There were FC Kohli, the legendary CEO for 28 years. Then S. Ramadorai, who was 13 years as CEO, okay, 40 years at TCS. Again, N. Chandrasekharan, which was a very good stint, okay. A lot of successful project acquisition was done in this period of 8 years. Then was Rajesh Gopinathan for almost 6 years. And now K. Krithivasan, who has spent around 34 years at TCS. He is a CEO for more than 1 year now. Okay, now what exactly I want to highlight here is that 10 plus and 15 years of experienced employees are being fired. Employees who are loyal, employees who are started working at TCS from the very beginning, that is freshers who started working at TCS and having 10 plus or 15 years of experience, that is mid-level or senior level management people or even developers, right? So for that matter, they are being fired. They are also having families. They are not someone who are not having dependencies on their they don't have any dependencies, that is their children, their parents, their wife, their spouses. Okay, so all these things are happening right now. Not only that, people are being hired also at TCS, okay, from a long duration, from a long time, from the last 10-15 years. There were a lot of freshers hiring that was done. But I want to highlight your point is that see, companies, this company under the reign of Mr. K. Kritivasan, right, they are firing off 10 plus and 15 years of experience, right? People who are not, maybe as per they say, who are not compliant, or people who are not able to adapt, who are not able to upskill themselves, right? So they are doing this repolishing or changing the position of or the organization structure that they're doing, right? And what they will do, they will simply fire someone who's having 15 or 20 lakh rupees of package, who is having 10 years or 15 years of experience at TCS, and then they will be hiring four freshers at 3.5 lakh rupees. Still, it is 1 lakh less, okay, if the person is having 15 lakhs of package of at 10 years of experience, which is very low compared to the IT industry standard. But at TCS, it is the same condition, right? If it is not, do let us know in the comment section. If you have 10 years of experience, what is the average salary at TCS? Okay, so then they will fire that person who is having 15 lakhs of salary, and then they will be hiring four freshers at the same 3.5 legendary package, that is the freshers package for Ninja, right? And for some BPS and other people, it is even lower than that, that is 2.4 or 2.3 LPA, right? So they will be able to hire four experienced freshers and replacing the experienced candidate, and still be saving 1 lakh rupees, right? So this is what is happening, guys. And second important thing is that it is pathetic. People are saying that, see, experience, if you look at the experienced candidates, right, people who are managers or team leads, right, they do not do a lot of commits, right? So it is not a correct measure way to measure, understand, and to identify the efforts and impact when a person is doing, right? Some people who were working on project, they were directly asked by the RMG group to come to RMG to they scheduled the meetings, and in bulk the RMG was asking them in verbal communication that you have to put down your papers, otherwise if we terminate you, there will be a bad impact for you to get next job. We are providing you severance pay if you are 10 years of experience. If you are 15 years of experience, we are providing severance pay for 3 months to up to 2 years, depending on the experience that you have, right? And if we are doing that, then you should put down papers, because that is the best deal that you can get. Otherwise you will be facing a lot of challenges if we terminate you or if we fire you directly. So you will not get service certificate of 10 years that you have worked in the company. See, this is what happens to people who are loyal. Okay, this is what happens to people who don't switch after every 4 years or 5 years. So I think everyone should take this into consideration. This is a high time now that you should realize that there is nothing that is safe in the IT. You always have to upskill yourself in your career, like 20-30 years of your career. You will ideally have to switch at least 4 to 5 times, so that you are getting upskilled. Okay, you get and prepare for the interviews, and you crack the interviews, so that you have the knowledge of what is happening all around the IT industry, right? And here is something that I also wanted to tell you, that also quite a lot of experienced people working overseas were returned back last year, and most of them are not willing to work now. That mass is also targeted due to them being liability. Why? Because these people were having almost 10 years, 15 years of on-site opportunity. They have earned almost sufficient amount for their retirement, right? And they were getting in dollars, obviously, or even euros or pounds or something like that, right? They have earned a lot of money. Now they don't want to work even furthermore, and that is the reason why they might not be very efficient when it comes to working on the projects and deployment. Okay, and that is the reason company is considering them as a liability, and they're targeting them also, right? Which is a bad thing, right? Next important point is that, guys, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you've already not done that, because we put a lot of hard work in researching, in getting in discussion with the people who are lead off what exactly is happening. We try to understand that fundamentally, and then we present it to you. So please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, right? Now I want to tell you one more important thing, that is regarding the severance pay. Okay, what exactly is the tax, whether this severance pay that you are getting because you are laid off, the basic salary that you will be getting, basic pay, whether this is tax or not. Okay, so this is what money control has presented, that is TCS layoffs, how your severance pay is taxed. Okay, so one time payment made by the company even an employee is laid off, not due to performance but due to restructuring, cost cutting, or even project shutdowns. Okay, it includes salary for the notice period, compensation for job loss, unused leave encashments. Okay, so this is considered into the FNF, financial full and final settlement, right? So here you can see that it is treated as profits in lieu of salary. That is it. This means that basically, let me just show you here, added to total income and taxed as per your slab rate. Yes, even if you're getting the severance pay, that is also taxed, and the TDS is deducted by the employer even before the payout. So this is the thing, right? So here you can see exemption limit, you have up to 5 lakh, up to 5 lakh again, your VRS payout, gratuity, leave encashments, all these things are taxed. Okay, exemption limit is there, but up to this only. Okay, now one more important thing is that tax relief options. Okay, in section 89 you can see the spread the tax impact over previous years to reduce the burden. So these are the things. You can pause the video, you can go and you can read out this entire thing to reduce your tax. Okay, so before you sign off, ask for a detailed breakup of the severance package. So this is again important, right? Before, even if you are someone who is being laid off, okay, you don't have any option, you are under very pressure, then consider these three things at least. Okay, that is, ask for a detailed breakup of the severance package, check TDS and form 16 entries carefully. Okay, and consult a tax advisor to claim eligible exemptions. So this is going to be very important. Okay, now there is one more thing, that is retrenchment. Okay, what exactly is the difference between layoff and retrenchments? Okay, so retrenchment permission is to be taken if you are going to reduce the workforce. Okay, so what exactly is that? We googled it and we found it that retrenchment permission in India is a legal process primarily under the Industrial Disputes Act 1947, where employers, okay, of certain establishment must obtain approval from appropriate government or designated authority, in this case labor ministry, before reducing their workforce. This permission is mandatory before establishment, for establishment with 100 or more employees. Okay, so even if you look at it in this way, that this is a retrenchment, that is, they are not going to hire again these people who they are laying off, right? So it is the responsibility of the company to go and take the permission from the designated authority before actually laying off or terminating the employees. So this was not taken. This is, a lot of people are saying this. NITS chairman Mr. Saluja is saying that retrenchment permission is not taken by TCS or other companies before laying off. Okay, this is again a big reason to worry. Okay, now I want to ask you all guys that if you consider, I already shown you the reign of different CEOs, right? In case of N Chandrasekharan, right? Rajesh Gopinathan, and then now K Krithivasan, right? What do you feel, people who are having like 5 years, 10 years or 15 years of experience, who have experienced other CEOs reign also, what do you feel about where exactly is TCS heading right now? Because definitely they want to make the company more profitable, but at what cost? They are going to play with the mental harassment of the employees that is done due to the layoffs, in the way they have to find a lot of jobs, they have to go through the like different interviews after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, right, of experience at TCS, being loyal and committed to the company, being dedicated to the company. What do you think about this thing that is happening in the IT industry, or I would say in TCS? Do let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. We post a lot of videos, helpful videos for all of you guys, the top industry and IT updates for all of you guys. So please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great day.